Greetings, salutations, and good now. I'm local astrologer Kevis Major, and I'm back again with another video to talk about some major astrological shifts that are happening right now. So Venus just shifted into Sagittarius. So this video is going to be about Venus and Sagittarius. Hold on to your horses. This is going to be a wild ride. Now, when it comes to Venus, Venus correlates to that itch that we're all trying to scratch. Venus correlates to our cravings, our desires, the things that pleasure us, bring us joy and happiness. Venus also correlates to love. Now, love is a whole array of emotions and feelings combined and malted all together. It speaks towards feeling cared for, nurtured, and a sense of affection. Now, when it comes to Sagittarius, Sagittarius is the house of knowledge, the house of wisdom. Sagittarius deals with expansion and growing through experiences. So most Sagittariuses, Sun, Moon, Mars, even Venus, Mercury even, are more mature than their age or than they come across. Sagittarius deals with foreign currency, foreign issues, foreign travel, foreign cultures, because of its expansive and expanded nature. And for you to expand and grow in your wisdom and knowledge, you have to leave your comfort zone. So Sagittariuses go through a lot of experiences early in life, and that makes them wise, like one of the wisest signs, just because they go through catastrophic situations earlier than other signs. So that's a bit of Sagittarius. So think about traveling, think about higher knowledge, university, think about laws and ethics, spirituality, philosophy, things that tap you into higher knowledge, you know? So when you merge the two together, Venus being our love, our pleasures, our desires, our cravings, even things that we sacrifice or compromise for, and you put it into that Sagittarius house, you could see that when it comes to the things that we enjoy and the things that we like to do, it's going to be an expansive, expanded time where we could have new experiences and we could grow and we could kind of dive deeper into the things that pleasure us. And we could do it in a fun and new way, because Sagittarius again is all about those new experiences that allow us to gain wisdom, knowledge, and insight. So let's talk about a few things that we could do and things that we shouldn't do while Venus is transiting Sagittarius. Now, Venus is going to be transiting Sagittarius house, or the Sagittarius space, for the next 2 to 3 weeks. Usually Venus transits a space or a house or a sign for 25 to 28 days, but sometimes even longer, depending on if it goes retrograde or not. Let's dive into the things that we should do and the things that we shouldn't do. Number one, when Venus is in Sagittarius, this is a great time for us to dive into our creativity. Each and every one of us has some sort of creative gift, and Sagittarius expands, illuminates, gives us inspiration and motivation to do things greater, to do things major than we were doing it before. So diving into creativity, creative endeavors that bring you pleasure is a great activity to do when Venus is in Sagittarius. Number two, traveling. Okay, getting out of your comfort zone, getting out of your square, jumping out of your box, and just going on a mission, whether it is mentally, emotionally, or physically. Try to have some new, elevated, expanded train of thoughts. No, this might start out as being uncomfortable because you're chartering unknown territory, mentally, emotionally, and physically. However, ultimately, it should be leading to expansion wisdom, knowledge, new experiences, and a new level of your evolution as a being. Number three, having some deep conversations, philosophizing, talking about spirituality, religion, God, superstition, even different cultures and different ways of thinking. Again, Venus deals with pleasure and also a bit of curiosity, that feeling of fulfillment. And what is more fulfilling than a great conversation, a nice in-depth conversation? Again, the whole purpose should be about learning and expanding and, kind of having fun at the same time. So be open to others people's perspective, be open to other people's cultures and religions at this point in time. Number four, flirting and giving love a shot. Now, when Venus was in Scorpio, it was a more intense time when it came to our love and our desires and trying to get a deep, fulfilling connection. But now that Venus is in Sagittarius, which is it's still deep because it deals with expansion, wisdom, and knowledge. But also we're dealing with fire. We're dealing with visuals and communicating our emotions by showing it. All right, we're dealing with imagery as well, and giving people that sense of warmth. You know what I mean? So when it comes to our feelings and feeling fulfilled in a romantic setting, I think Sagittarius is giving us energy and inspiration and motivation to go for our relationships, or to go for the relationship that we are looking for. All right, let's tap into some don'ts, some things to avoid while Venus is in Sagittarius. And while we're on relationships and going for, some sort of pleasureful experience at this point in time, let's not get too possessive or rush into a deep commitment. Venus in Sagittarius is light and surface level, and it's about getting to know an individual. Of course, you're going to spend time, you're going to have some experiences, but you don't want to dive too deep. Sagittarius speaks towards traveling, and people are going to want to feel free to travel and see different things and see different people and have different experiences. So avoid being possessive at this point in time. And if you want to piggyback on the second point, which would be avoid diving into a deep committed relationship, especially in these early degrees of Venus. Number three, be careful with your finances. You don't want to overspend. You understand me? Because Venus deals with overindulging and overexerting yourself and compromising yourself in order to get that feeling of satisfaction. So you don't want to go overboard when it comes to your resources and your finances, trying to fulfill yourself through having certain experiences like traveling or seeing a movie or whatever it is it may be that you're trying to do. Just don't overexert yourself at this point in time. I'm local astrologer Kevis Major, and as usual, I'm wishing you a major farewell until we greet again. Doing it major.